I joke with him all the time because he was one that would call me a whole lot. Not that it bothered me, but I always sensed that he was passionate about his work, about his responsibilities, and he wanted to make sure that not only the city of Mission, but also his police department, that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. The sense of the partnership that the D's office, has again with so many law enforcement agencies. A lot of the chiefs are a little bit older than me. Not all of them, but Chief Dominguez is just a little bit older than me. I'm giving him a compliment. I enjoyed the fact that they feel comfortable, like he felt comfortable calling me and having that trust and doing good work. I would get calls from him again at all times, during working hours, after working hours. I compliment him on that because the city of Mission and the police department had an individual who cared about what he was doing. Again, when it came down to protecting, the citizens of Mission and protecting his agency and the police officers, I could tell and I could see where he cared so much about that. I got to see him also when we would have breakfast, for example. I got to see the real him in the sense of him being himself because of the position that he holds and I hold. Sometimes we don't get to talk to many individuals about our personal life and about things that are going on in our lives, and I think those are the best memories that I've had about Chief Dominguez and that I respect a whole lot because he trusted us with that. And again, I commend him for the great work that he's done, and I know that the city of Mission and the citizens of the city will miss him dearly because of all the great things that he did as a chief.
Your message to Chief Dominguez on his retirement?
Ya no me hables. Don't call me anymore, Chief, por favor. And I say that jokingly because we were constantly having conversations, and when I would see that he was calling me, I was like, ay, a ver qué queda, Chief. But again, Chief, I wish you the best. You deserve this retirement. Felicidades, Chief, to the great service that you've given to the citizens of Mission, to the great service that you've given as a police officer. And again, you will be dearly missed. And I wish you and your family the best. God bless you.
Congratulations, Chief. Enjoy your retirement.
Best of luck on your retirement, Chief.
Robert was the first one to step up and help me with a lot of the other small police departments on the west side and including the east side. He lives in what we call the Delta area of the county, and but of all those individuals that are head of all these agencies, the police chiefs being the more of a focus, they're all prima donnas, and rightly so, but I have two that I particularly have to pay a lot of attention to, and I have one on my east side and one on my west side, and I can tell you that the chief of Mission is one of my delicado chiefs that causes me a lot of, extra attention. So I have to be very, very delicate with these police chiefs, especially the chief of Mission, Texas. He took his job protecting his community very seriously. The citizens of Mission benefited from his dedication, his passion to his job. I admire Robert for always doing the right thing. When I think of Robert Dominguez, I see integrity and know that no matter what hard decisions that he has to make, he always knows that as long as you do the right thing, you would always come out on top. And when I do talk to Robert, you would think it would just be I just ask him a simple question, hope it was going to be a 5-minute conversation, and the next thing I know, I look at my phone and we're talking on the phone for 45 minutes. He's telling me that he might even move out of my county, and I'm trying to convince him not to, because that's 2 votes that him and his wife are taken away, and so I'll try to do my best to make sure that he at least keep his residency here in Hidalgo County. 35 years, that's a long time. And believe it or not, I'm older than him. And if you look at both of us, he looks 10 years older than I am. So I guess, those 35 years really kind of stressed him out. I learned something when he was talking the other day that he's into genealogy. He has a passion for it. He wants to pursue it. I could just see him walking around in old cemeteries looking at headstones. I never knew that side of Robert. I wish him well and good luck. But I'm sure that we'll be, even in his retirement, that we'll be conversing.
Chief, on behalf of all the Mission Police investigators,
We want to wish you a happy retirement.
Congratulations on your retirement, Chief.
We'll miss you.
It was in November of 1992 in my interview. I walked in, I see this tall white guy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a very interesting interview. I was a kid from South McAllen, and I remember afterwards he comes to me, he says, you did well. He says, get rid of the Stacy's. For my interview, I wore some Stacy's, and those are the only shoes I had back then. We hit it off really good. We've become really good friends to the point that I was honored to be asked by Robert and his wife to baptize their child, so we became compadres. We became really close, not only professionally but personally. I know that he moved up the ranks. He went from corporal to sergeant to assistant chief to chief. But I can tell you personally that he's always been a person first, a man of faith, a man that loved what he did. I know that he had opportunities to go other places. I know that he was a very smart individual. The human nature about Robert Dominguez is extraordinary. And I know, because I saw it firsthand, he cared a lot about everybody. He cared a lot about his family, he cares a lot about the city, he cared a lot about the officers, the employees. A lot of times when you see people in leadership roles, he never got to his head. He never got to, I'm the chief. He'd always say, Roberto Dominguez, how can I help you? And, hey, compadre, how are you? And to me, that's very important, because that's how you service the community. At the end of the day, when we get called home and when we finish all of these good things that we're doing, the most important thing that we have is our name, and Roberto Dominguez embodied that he was a good person. The city of Mission should be extremely grateful to have had Chief Dominguez as a police officer, as a supervisor, as a chief. I know that he brought in a lot of resources. He had a lot of relationships with other agencies, and he was able to have this working relationship with the state, local, federal agencies to continue to serve and protect the citizens of Mission. So I know it's going to be a big loss for the city of Mission. Compadre, I'm extremely happy for you. I'm extremely honored that you're able to do this, that you are healthy, that you are excited. I know that we've talked about some of the things that you're going to do. I want to congratulate you for accomplishing this. There's hundreds and hundreds of police officers out there, and you were able to do it all. You got all the way to the top. You leave a good legacy there in the city of Mission, and I am extremely grateful to have worked with you. I know that good things are going to happen for you and your family and your kids, and I know you're excited about that. Congratulations. I love you. I love everything that you've done for me. I know that I reached out to you on many occasions to ask you for advice on some of the things that I needed to work on to continue to be a better person. You made me a better person. You made me a better chief. You forever, you're my compadre, and forever I'll be grateful for all the things that you did for me. I love you, and good luck, buddy.